Good afternoon, Ads here from Unity Trading Group. How are we all? Welcome to your Wednesday evening update. If you like what we do here at UTG, I know there's a lot of new subscribers out there. Thank you very much for being here. Of course, give us a like, hit the subscribe button if you can, and tick the little bell if you want to stay updated on all of our future content. And of course, with all of our links down in the description, you can find us at unitytradinggroup.com for all our guides, updates, and of course, access to the Discord channel. So, BTC, what are we doing? What are we looking at? The formation that we really discovered last night played out very nicely to a T, with that making a higher high as of this evening. So a fantastic result. Looking at that 300% or that 3 Fibonacci extension for the top there at 28,703. Of course, we didn't make it just there. We just made it shy. Where did we get to? The high was 28,599. So 28,600, just shy of that Fibonacci level. We'll take it anyway. Close enough. And we are seeing the result of that 28,599 high now, with a little bit of a pullback. That's of course observed on that smaller time frame. We can see on the 1 hour time frame, which we've just closed and opened underneath that 2.78 Fibonacci. Where do we expect BTC to go from here? Well, what we need to observe with BTC is we need to observe it staying above this 78 and 618. So if we're going to see BTC continue, and it doesn't look like it's had a fantastic injection of volume for this move in particular. So what we need to observe is we need to observe these levels holding their ground. If we can hold their ground, we can expect more movement to the upside. If we are to see BTC come down and break below this 618, it would probably be a catalyst for a retest of a very, very short-term level of demand, which is at about 27,000. It really remains to be seen, however, over the course of this evening, but I'm really expecting it to close below the 7.8, and hopefully we can hold above this 618. But if we come down, retest this level at 27k even, and if we hold that psychological support, that round number support level at 27k, that would be very healthy for BTC. And in general, we could probably expect further movements to the upside. Testing that 30k area. 30k is that round number. It's that psychological $30,000, like $20,000 was back when we were at 20k. So 30k is going to be in exactly the same boat, and of course that's the real number we're looking for. If we're going to have an end to a run that's started from about 5k earlier this year, late last year, well then 30k is going to be that number, and I really do expect it to get there, providing that we can hold these Fibonacci levels as we make higher highs. On the smaller time frame, we really want to make higher highs and of course lower highs. So if we come up and obviously we rejected here, come down, retest our level of demand and continue up to the upside towards that 30k area, that would be very healthy, and I think that would be the play ultimately for BTC in the immediate term. Are we going to move higher or past 30k? Well, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell the future. But if we are to see anything, I think 30k is going to be that level to look for, that psychological round number, that resistance, I think will be one to keep an eye on. Moving on, however, Ethereum not doing a whole lot today. We did get a decent bounce off that level of demand just below us at about 700, which we spoke about last night. But since then, we've been rejected once more on our 1.382 level of fibs. This is a trend-based Fibonacci, which we'll go over in a future video, of course, to teach you all how to use that. But in any case, nothing new, no higher highs for Ethereum at the moment. It could be a double top. Could it be a double top? Well, that remains to be seen over the next little bit. Hopefully we can hold that 272, and if we don't, we'll be heading back down towards that 700 mark for a further retest of that way too big short-term level of demand there that I've drawn in. And of course, we could even go as far as retesting the 686 or that 100% on that Fibonacci trend-based fibs there, just below us. But in any case, I do apologize. I can't give you a little bit more information on ETH because there isn't more information to give realistically. We haven't made a higher high. We have made a lower high here. So is this the start of a reversal? I wouldn't call it that just yet. I wouldn't say we are reversing the trend immediately after this movement to the upside. There is further movements that we probably could expect BTC to do, of course, and it could drag Ethereum up with it. If we are to see that, of course, I'd be looking at that 1618 at 772 for Ethereum, and of course that 178, which coincides nicely with our $800 psychological resistance, and of course our daily level of supply up there. But in further evidence, I guess, should you say, or further arguments for the bears, we're looking at a overbought signal on our steamroller indicator, which coincides with the 382, and of course we are moving towards the downside on the indicators like the RSI and the CCI. However, if we even if we come down and retest that 50 level of the RSI there, that median area, that would be healthy for Ethereum as well. Another one that we've been taking a look at is Litecoin USD or USDT, a further movement or a further retest of our 38.2, and of course our level of demand just here at 122. That's a nice, very nice bounce and wick off that level at 38.2 in demand. That's the stuff that we're looking for. When we look for levels of demand and supply, and we say when they're respected or not, that's a perfect example of it being respected. These candles on this level of demand, is what I'm looking for. So that it looks okay. However, the only thing that I'm looking at right now is we are making lower highs, and of course we've made that lower low in comparison with the candle structure that we've got at the moment. So look, it's anyone's guess, but to the TA, it looks like we could be possibly descending further down towards that 38.2 and retesting that level of demand, more convincingly, I guess. And if we do that, I'd probably expect it to head down to the 61.8. But if you are looking at this as a whole on a macro scale of things, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea, to be. This is not financial advice, but the thing that I would usually do is, of course, I've said this before, averaging in on the 38.50, 61, make sure you're firmly in the market if you are expecting a movement to the upside on a macro scale or on a long-term scale of things. That's not financial advice at all, but if you are expecting an upside potential for something like Litecoin or BTC or even Ethereum, if you're expecting something to move towards the upside, the Fibonacci retracement, because that's what it is, it's a retracement tool. The retracement to the 38.50, 61 is always well received in markets like this, or bullish markets. The last one I'll have a look at, actually, before I go on, I want to have a look at XRP. XRP is one that we looked at last night, and of course today we did make some more movements to the downside. It did not even care about my daily level of demand there. We did make some ways through that, and of course I would be expecting some more downwards potential or downwards movement for XRP. The first level will probably be that 17 cents, and of course we touched that already, but a lot of these wicks to the downside seemingly touch that area, so that's why I've put the level of support there. It's a bit too small to put a level of demand, that's why I didn't draw it there, but in any case, that's a decent level of support now, and of course, if we are to see this bias movement to the downside continue, we should see a 17 cent event, happen probably again over the next couple of days. Last one I have a look at is the DXY. Of course, it is a regulated market. This is not financial advice. These are just done for entertainment purposes, of course. Do your own research and talk to a financial advisor for your own personal circumstances. But The DXY has moved not that convincingly, but it has moved in any case through our level of demand there, and it is retesting the top of that level, and of course that resistance now, a support flip resistance at 89.90. If we are to expect this trend to continue, I would probably see the 89.5 level tested again. Nice round number, and of course we've got some TA to the left hand side to really, give us that verification of that level existing, but I would expect that slippage to continue for the DXY, because we have observed that for a long time now. So we've been making lower lows and of course lower highs. So we are expecting that to continue towards the downside in any case. But for the argument of the bulls, we're looking at a oversold steamroller, an oversold RSI, and an oversold CCI. So if we are to expect anything, we could see a bounce, very, very small one, and that would be, in my best opinion, around that 90.20 area. But that is concluding our market update for the 30th of December, and that will be the last market update for the year of 2020. We have reached our goal, our personal goal on YouTube of 600 subs by the end of the year. So from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of Ty's heart, of course, my partner in crime at UTG, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being active in the Discord, and thank you all for a fantastic year at UTG. We hope that all the newcomers over the next couple of months, and of course all the newcomers that have been with us over the last couple of months that have found us on YouTube, welcome to the family. And of course you can find all of our links down below. For all the people watching us for the first time, give us a like, of course subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell if you want to see more of our updates in the future, and I'll see you all in 2021. Bye for now.